The sun is up. We're ready for a big day. Oh, really big day. 3.5 hour trip now to get some stuff. Then it'll be 3.5 hours back. But I'm going to see my favourite uncle. He hooked me up with this, so this is a really big deal. I don't even really know what I'm buying. The guy said bring a truck. I am only taking the car, and if I need more, I'll sort it out when I get there. 3.5 hours time, I'll see ya. Now through a big bloody tunnel. So I've made it to Traralgon, and I'm here at Uncle Wayno's kingdom. Yeah, Coco. And we're about to go and do a bit of a pick-up that Wayno's hooked me up with. Oh, and there's the big fella. Close the gate. Hey, who's this? There he is. Big Nels. So today we're going to grab some stuff. Wayno's already picked through the stuff he wants, and he's left some stuff for me to go through. So we're going to go and check it out. I'll see you in there.
I'll take mine home if you load up the front.
I reckon we'll be nearly right. I think. See how we go. So the legend you can see on screen here counting up some stuff is Jason, and he reached out to Wayno and to myself to come and buy his stuff. He's been following our channel, so really do appreciate him. I didn't get around to filming much while we were there because it was just such a big day, 7 hours on the road. As you can see, I've picked up a lot of stuff. So what I'm going to do is going to show you everything when I get home.
It'll get canned and you'll still get 4 hours minimum.
Uncle Wayno's working hard. Hi. Wayno's had enough. He's out. Big thanks to Uncle Wayno for hooking this up, coming along, giving us a hand. Where are you at in subs, mate?
I'm around the 950 mark, so get over there, nearly 1,000.
We need to get this man monetized, pumping out some awesome live streams, and the movie channel.
Go over to the movie channel. We only have like 100 on there. Live shows every Tuesday, but occasionally Thursday if we can't make it happen on a Tuesday. Yeah, just talking about movies. It's good fun.
So if you love your movies, swing over to that as well. But if you love your reselling or your DVD content, sometimes you'll get my ugly mug on there as well for a live stream here or there. And we always have some fun. So at 950, we've got to hit that 1,000. I will link it below. I need some sort of a challenge. Let's get into 1,000. What do I have to do?
Eat 6 cold party pies.
Six cold party pies. I'll attempt it. I can't promise I'll get 6 down, but if we get Wayno to 1K, what do we give it? We'll give it a week from the drop of this video. Get him there. I'll at least try one.
This is my first pie for the night.
A frozen party pie, yeah?
Just a cold one. It doesn't have to be defrosted. It can be cooked and then cooled down.
This is my first pie for the night.
Alright, I'll give it a crack. So let's get him over there and you can see me fucking vomit or something. But anyway, thank you very much, brother. It was great to catch up with Wayno.
Oh, yeah.
We haven't seen each other since the end of last year, so it's 3.5 hour drive ahead of me, plus I'm going to cop peak hour traffic. But either tonight or tomorrow, I'll go through what I bought today. There's quite a lot of stuff there. So
Oh, yeah.
what I'm going to do is spin this camera around and see you there. Go and sub to Wayno. So here it is. We've got the Skylanders. I've got to go through all the Skylander stuff, see what's there, but so many combos on that. TVN's just a sort of cheapie, but they're good brands. Look at this. Quite a few he had there. The LGs, Panasonic's always good. There's some Sony there. This thing he said came out of a studio or something, and we looked it up. And there's one listed for about $1,400 in the States, but I don't know what I'll get for that. I have no idea. A few more of these that he's chucked in. And then lots of LG, which I like, and the Panasonics. And there's some beauties there. Those couple of Panasonics and that LG are really good ones. The Marshall amp, I paid $150 for that, and you know it's probably what it's worth, but I'm keeping that. I sold all my stuff. So anyway, the clothes, there's lots of jeans. I can flick through that maybe at the end for those that want to see it, but I mean it's pretty boring. It's mostly Levi's and some good brands in there. Some random toys and stuff. This one come from Uncle Wayno. He picked that up in one of his videos where you can see it, but I bought that for what he paid, $20. He sold it to me for the collection challenge. A lot of M&M stuff. I don't know what era they are. I got the Rocco Eeks there. We got a Krusty. Let's see if he works. I didn't test him out. No, he doesn't. But anyway, these are pretty cool. Uncle Wayno gave these to me for free. He said he was sick of looking at them. They're from the Fairly Odd Parents. I never actually watched this, but that looks definitely like Cartoon Network stuff. It is. And there's a bit of a set there. He just said he couldn't get rid of them. So, yeah, that's from Wayno. And then all the records. Basically with the records, I was digging through them and I plucked out a few that, you know, I'd sold before that were roughly around about $100. I've been through one tub. And he just said, just take the lot, mate. Take the lot for $100. So there is a lot of sort of garbage in there that, you know, you see in your general op shops, which is fine because it's still bundles. I can still sell that. So I don't mind it. The fact that he's giving me that for $100, that's a really good deal because, as I said, I plucked out about 5 that was worth that money. So I don't expect there to be bangers in there because we got there. Jace was wearing a Metallica tee. He loves really good music and he said he loves picking up records. So I can't see the styles of music that I love to be in there, but there's definitely going to be stuff that sells in here. You'd be very surprised with shit like this that just looks like standard op shop shit. Sometimes there's stuff in there that does actually have value and it's actually mind-blowing. So I'm going to actually probably comp most of this, the ones that I'm not aware of, and we'll see what we can pluck out, and I'll do a few polls. What I'll do with these records, I'll probably heap up for Facebook the low end stuff that I just can't be bothered with and sell cheap bundles. I'll sell individually if anything that is probably worth $20 and over, and then I'll do bundles of probably genre or artist or compilation or things like that. So I like doing bundles of 9 on eBay. They tend to sell stuff like this. You can get, depending on what it is, you know, 30, 40, $50 for a bundle, or I can run them as auctions. So this is really good. $100 for all those records is a really good deal. I've still got to go through. I haven't looked at them yet. Get rid on, get rid on. Bit of Johnny Cash, bit of ABBA. What else we got here? Willie. I don't mind some of the country bundles. Look at the Womble. The Little River Band. Lady and the Tramp there. That's just Puff. There's old Puff the Magic Dragon. More Rodney. What we got here? Don't know what that is, but Barbara. More Willie. More Johnny. I mean, there's a lot of Johnny in there. Country stuff is often in the oppies and that. Yodeling. Slim Whitman. Shout out to Grogs. She loves a bit of Slim, doesn't she, down at the nursing home down there?
Your favourite grumpy granny from Groggy's Patch.
So this is going to be a bit of fun to go through these combos. If you've been following this channel for some time, you know I love picking up that stuff, and there's been so many instances where I've got them now. Combos generally really do well at garage sales because people just have them in the cupboard and they clear them for next to nothing. That's where I usually get my wins, and chatting with Jason, that's where he's picked up most of these. There's some really good stuff in there. To begin with, I cherry-picked basically all the combos that I wanted, and a couple of others. There was a Blu-ray player in there and whatnot. And he just, once I loaded the car up, he just said, have the rest. He wanted them gone. So he basically gave me the rest. So originally we were working on the price. I was paying $20 a unit untested, and I'm very happy paying that because some of these, if they don't work, you can still sell them for parts. I'm generally pretty confident if there's just one at a garage sale, it's going to work, which is how he's acquired a lot of this. He said some of these were his dad's. So this particular unit here, I have two of them with a remote working, sell anywhere between $250 and $300. So that's a great start. Let's say we get $250 each. There's $500 before fees and stuff. This unit here, the LG working with a remote, which it has, Shroom working, sells anywhere between $150, $200. So let's say we get $150 for that. We're at $650 just on those 3 units, and I've paid $800 for everything. Some of these here, this Panasonic, off the top of my head, I haven't actually comped this now. I think Wayno said to me when we were there, that's a $200 unit. And a lot of these LGs generally go for that 120 to 150, and we have a few there. Oh, that's a Samsung. Some of those they can be different, they can be more. So, and then this thing here, I'm not really sure. One, it actually sold for next to nothing, but looking at sort of listings and stuff, people are listing this for over 1,000. I have no idea. I have to research this, but damn, if we can get that, that's everything paid for. So I think this is going to be highly profitable, all these units. There's another combo there. That's just a TV on. So they're the cheaper ones. But even some of these, now, correct me if I'm wrong here, but I think just some of these single, they're not the dual combos, they can still fetch that 60 to 80 sometimes. So, you know, there's just some really good stuff in there. This Marshall amp is, I think, around a $300 amp. Like this, obviously I couldn't sell it on eBay and I'm keeping it, but he used to have a big Laney stack because I loved playing and whatnot, and it was just so big and I never used it, and sort of recently wanted to get another amp. It's a good size cab there. I think I'll keep that one, and that was actually $150 alone. So if you take that price out and we're talking about the stuff that I'm actually going to run through the business, I've paid $650 for everything. So, you know, I'm probably going to get my money back on 3 of those bloody units I just showed you. So I'm not going to bore everyone with what I got, but I'll show you the brands I did grab. So mostly Levi's, and obviously I love my Levi's, so there's quite a few. I steered away. There's the nice 501s. It's the good one to get. I steered away from mostly women's because I do have a lot of that. I don't really need it at the moment. There wasn't heaps of women's, but more 501s. These were the Carhartt, a fantastic brand, one of my favorites. More 501s. We got the 503s. Got the so I did get some women's. Sorry, I lied. There's a pair of women's in there. Hawks, Guernsey, more G-Star, Levi's. I was just fang through them quick as. I did leave some leave behind, but there's certain models that do well that I did grab. Ringers Western's not a bad one to pick up. Diesel, the Ringers Western, the R.M. Williams, people like that. Dickies, love Dickies. Some G-Star. Kiss Chasey's, not a bad, I think that's an Aussie one. Don't do a lot of it, but anyway. Guess is, yeah, all right. I grabbed those just on the sort of colour pattern there. Calvin Klein, I don't go super hard on, but I do pick it up if cheap enough. Nudie, we love Nudie. Volcom, I still love Volcom. I think it's very underrated. It moves quite fast at only that 30 price point. One of my favourites, the Draco. I'm going to lose it all here. Some more Diesel. Levi, Nina Pasadena. Oh no, we've had a spill. More Levi. More Levi. We've got the R.M. Williams. What's this? More Levi's. 504 is probably my second favourite after the 501s. I've got more diesel. Some of these actually, I think these ones came from Wayno. I got a 8-10 pair off Wayno that he didn't want. Wrangler, which I gave him $40, I think. Levi. The new Wranglers, newer tags. Yeah, that was from Wayno. G-Star. Levi. Nina. It's a little bit big, but I actually got that for the young bloke when he grows into it. If you can see what's on it. Diesel. Oh God, look, I'm not going to go through all these. The G-Star, some footy shorts. I love the footy shorts. More Levi's. What were those red ones? Are they Levi's as well? The Longhorn RM shirt. It's just an older Millennium Looney Tunes. We've got the Boston jersey. This is not a super old, but it's a reversible billabong, so I did grab it. I've got the Blake Griffin Clippers jersey. Back when he was kind of semi-relevant. I don't think he is anymore. The orange tab. Drop me phone. And some more Nina Pasadena. I've done in the past a video on, 2 years in a row I did it. I haven't done it this year. My top 10 jeans brands. So most of them would have featured. Just all stuff that I do really like. So just a quick insight. Started, I think, I offered $8 a pair. He asked an offer, or $8 per item, which is, I think, pretty fair, especially that way, you know, on average, if he's paid around that, he's getting his money back. Some he's paid less, he's made money on. And anyway, he rounded it down. So that worked out about $6 to $7 per item. After he was very, very generous, very super generous. So that was rounded down to about that, I'd say. So the problem with this stuff, it does take a bit of time. I've tested 13 units and success on 10. These ones are now listed. So we've got some good values on these, like 100. This is all plus post. This guy was 250, I think, 150. That was up around the 200 mark. It's about the $50, $60. That one I did a sell similar on my own that I sold not too long ago, that I picked up in an op shop thanks to Uncle Wayno when he was down here, and I got 200. And these two here have been listed for 350. They're all complete with the remotes. So, I mean, if they all sell, I'm in the profit. Then these two have been listed for, I can't remember now, about $80 or something. If you come over here, excuse my mess, because yes, I'm still sorting, but I just put some little sticky notes there for myself. I might try and have a fix of them if they're worth it. If not, I'll sell as is. So that one, the DVD just simply wasn't working. VHS was all good. The DVD tray wouldn't open on that one. And that one, if I don't drop them, oh yeah, some weird error. So I remind myself there to Google the error and see if I can fix that. So it's been a couple of hours doing that just to get to that part and only getting 10 things listed. But it's good value. There's still a heap to go, so I'll get back into these tomorrow and try and get the rest done. It sort of brings me back to that thing where, you know, the listing, people want to smash those numbers and get a certain amount of listings up each day. For me personally, I like to target a value because I could go and do $10 video games and go, oh, I've done 30 listings, but they're really easy, they're really fast. A lot of sell similars, you can do them in 30 seconds, whereas this, yeah, it takes a little bit of work, but if these units are selling for $200 each, and I've only listed 10, like, it's way better off, and these sell quicker than a common video game, you know? So, I mean, sometimes you trick yourself into having that listing goal of getting that 20 done a day, when realistically you could bring that goal back. That's fine. If you're putting better items into your store, or long term, it's gonna be better off. Sometimes people trick themselves into the listing goals. So just my say, but I always do want to get more up, But sometimes with days like this, it's going to take a bit longer. All right, shit for brains, it's late as, so you're going to just have to stop rambling. We're 20 minutes into this video here, and there's lights going out here. So I'm just going to say a big thank you to Jace for letting me purchase this stuff, and a massive thank you to Uncle Wayno for hooking this up. As you can see, there's so much good stuff in there. What happened with this deal, it ended up being, I paid $100 for all the vinyl. I paid $150 for the Marshall amp. Then with the units, and well, look, there's a box of the toys, so there's lots of M&M stuff. I haven't even been through that. There was a few random figures that were sealed. That was like $20 plus the Skylanders. And then the units were, well, the offer I gave was to cherry pick. I picked out the combos and stuff that I was aware of being good money. I picked out about 10 or 15 at $20 each, and then he ended up saying to me, take the rest and make some cash. So that were, I don't even know how many units are in there, but that works out to be pretty cheap per unit. I haven't ran the actual numbers on that, but yeah, basically I'm going to make some pretty decent money on that. So I really do appreciate these guys. It was a 3.5 hour trip up there, probably nearly 4 back because of traffic. It was a really long day. That's why I didn't do a lot of filming there, and it's taken me a bit to catch up over the past week. So I'm behind on videos. I do apologize for that, but we're getting through this stuff this week, and yeah, it's a really good deal. So essentially you take that amp out, because I'm keeping it, $650 for everything you've seen. And I probably didn't even show all the M&M collection. You know, you've seen the clothing, which is probably going to average 30 to 50 each. And then the units are going to be probably averaging 100 to 150 per unit. Some are going to sell for $300 to $400. So really good deal. Once again, thank you very much to Jason. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one, champion. I was also thinking too, maybe don't sub to Uncle Wayno. I don't want him to get to 1,000 because I don't want to eat a frozen party pie. So if you could not go over and sub to Uncle Wayno, I'd appreciate it. He's a bloody good bloke though, so it's probably worth it. Just don't do. See you in the next one, Coco.